So, today we have a very special guest. I feel like I'm in an infomercial. Today we have a very special guest with us, my dear friend, Chloe Surreal. We're not going to show her face because she looks like a pedophile right now.
Whoa!
No, she has those glasses on that pedophiles wear, like the...
Aviators.
Aviators, but glasses, not sunglasses.
I have really bad eyes, so the prescription is very thick, and it gives me sort of a menacing vibe.
My brain is jumbled today. Let's see. What have I done in the past 24 hours? Got fucked in the ass last night. Forgot about that.
Got fucked in the ass by a man who has his own name embroidered on all of his underwear. And it's not hand embroidered. It is machine made.
It's printed on. It's printed on his underwear, and he has, like his name printed on his underwear because I lost my panties in his house probably like a week ago. Really cute panties, by the way, that I haven't gotten back. And I had to go home in his boxers because I couldn't find my fucking underwear. So now I just have a pair of boxers at my house that has this man's name on it. So I hung out with this guy yesterday. I was supposed to hang out with another guy last night, but I just wasn't feeling great about it. Like, he wasn't really giving me like, oh my God, I really want to fuck you vibes. He was kind of indifferent to it. I was like,
I've never seen this man ever give any kind of
implication that he likes you.
Likes anyone.
Yeah.
He's kind of like...
He's very solemn.
He's like an 11-year-old boy in that there are no opinions. He's just there for it.
Yeah. He's very like neutral about everything, which is fine.
Unfazed.
Yeah. So anyway, I hit him up to fuck yesterday. And he was down, but he just never texted me again later. So I go to his friend's house. This guy's friends with the guy who I went to his house last night. They're friends. And I went over there. We fucked. He did say last time we fucked, I was talking about, I was like, oh, we didn't do anal this time because we had done anal the time before that. So he was like, yeah, I'm not like a huge anal fan. And I was like, well, you shoved it in my ass. Like, you really wanted to put it in my ass.
Bold thing to say for somebody who initiated anal.
Hi, Bambi. Chloe's dog is here with us today. This is Bambi. She looks like a little old grandma with tiny teeth.
Don't insult her.
It was a compliment.
She's not.
And she has human eyes.
She's not. She has regular eyes.
Straight up human eyes, and it's really scary when she looks at me with her little teeth. I love her. Yeah, no, because remember that guy? I went over to his house. Different guy. I went over to his house a few days ago, and I was like, we fucked many times. And he came inside me every time, which I feel like he could have like came in my mouth at some point or like somewhere else that I was probably initiating that. But he came inside me probably like, this is going to sound wild, like 5 or 6 times like in one night.
Can I be real with you? I just get tired after a certain point. Like, I love it. Like, I'm so down.
Yeah.
But like, also, I don't know. Do you ever swell up after cream pies?
Yes.
Because I'm allergic to like most people's semen. So if you come inside me once, we're kind of tapped out for like an hour or 2. I don't think it's them though. I think it's me, honestly.
I don't think it's me. No, because I get cream pie all the time. Like, not to sound disgusting, I let every man come inside me.
Notice.
And my pussy only swells up like every once in a while.
So I don't take professional cream pies because...
It's really... Chloe Surreal is a porn star, so if that like, if people didn't know what you did before this, that's a really funny...
I could just be your average...
I don't take professional cream pies.
That'd be a really funny way of me saying that I don't do porn. I don't take professional cream pies. But no, that's on my no list. I don't let men come inside me on camera. Oops,
why?
Spoiler alert. If you've seen it happen, that's Cetaphil, baby.
Why though?
Honestly, I think it's when I do have a boyfriend, I think it's a nice thing to keep it between me and my partner.
I get that, yeah.
And haven't I told you that if you get pregnant with somebody, their DNA meshes with yours a little bit and you... can become uglier.
You did tell me that. I really don't like that.
I tell everyone that I know this.
Is this like fact checked though? What's the source? My beautiful mind.
My beautiful mind. Are you calling me? Wow. That was a lot of insults in one little load.
You haven't seen that meme, source, my beautiful mind?
No. You want to know another scary thing about being pregnant? Your pussy at a certain point in your trimester turns like blue.
I have heard of that.
Your feet get bigger. Your nose gets bigger. Things change. The landscape is permanently altered. It's like a wildfire. But
Yeah, pregnancy has been on my mind the past few days. We're having a little...
Gianna's afraid she's pregnant, even though she clearly is not. Well, a lot of cream pies. A lot of cream pies.
The thing is, I'm not on birth control right now.
Fuck, dude.
I'm aware that's a massive red flag. That's extremely dangerous and that's really stupid of me. However, I was on it for 9 years, like almost 9 years straight. And I was like, I wonder what would happen if I got off of it. Like, I don't know. The problem is I did too much research on birth control. So then I wanted to stop it because I heard it changed your personality and everything, which...
Change your personality, changes the type of people you're attracted to.
100% that happened. Like within 2-3 months of me being off birth control, tell me why I figured out that I was a nice person. Like, where was she this whole time?
Are you really?
Yeah, so there is a good chance that I could be pregnant, but I don't think I am.
Why are you like speaking that out into the world?
I'm just speaking facts. I'm a real bitch. Like, there's a good chance. But I think my body knows not to do that to me. I think my body's like, we know what's going on. Like, you don't actually want to be pregnant.
Is there something with pregnancy that you would be looking forward to?
I feel like people treat you nicer when you're pregnant. And you get to be crazy and have an excuse.
I was thinking about food cravings.
I don't think that would be fun though, because then I don't like cravings. I don't like having cravings.
I have so many weird little things that I love to eat, and I feel like the judgment would get significantly less.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Then you like have an excuse to eat whatever you want.
Yeah, like if I want to put hot sauce in my oatmeal, fuck it, who cares?
That is a definite, someone's definitely had that craving before. Hot sauce and oatmeal?
Me.
Oh, I thought you were just using that as an example.
No.
You put hot sauce in your oatmeal.
I had oatmeal for the first time maybe like a year ago almost.
For the first time?
Yes.
What did you eat growing up?
For breakfast,
Cereal?
I would have rice and seaweed. I am severely Asian.
Hot sauce and oatmeal is crazy.
Well, it like, Tapatio goes great on everything.
That's a good pregnancy craving though, I guess.
What else did you do today?
Well, I woke up at freaking 6:30 for some reason because cum was leaking out of my ass, and I woke up next to this man, and I got up, I drove home.
At 6:30, you drove home?
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. I think I got home at like 7:15. I immediately took a shower because there's cum pouring out of my ass at this point. And I did a photo shoot today. My makeup girl came at 11. I went to Mother's. I got a smoothie. I did the whole morning routine thing. And then
One thing about Gianna, she loves a morning routine.
I love a morning routine.
You get up earlier before your shoots than anyone I know, just so you can have your morning routine time.
I don't like to feel rushed, especially when it's like work. Like, I don't know. Like, I have to like be in a good mindset. Like, I need to like, if I'm rushing, if I wake up and I'm rushing to go to work, I'm like irritable and like mean that day.
That day.
I saw your face when I said that.
I'm joking, guys. I've never seen Gianna be mean to anyone on set.
Yeah, actually. We were walking on Hollywood Boulevard yesterday. We went to go buy a vape, and we're walking down Hollywood Boulevard, and these men, like creepy looking guys.
They are leering at us.
Leering is a great word, yeah. Leering is the best word.
It was gross.
It was gross. Like, they were undressing us with their eyeballs.
And I would say that they were definitely old enough that they could have been the sperm donor for our in vitro.
Yeah. If we were in vitro babies, they could have been
They could have been our father, age-wise.
And they keep staring. I'm just looking away at this point. I'm like, fuck these guys. Chloe gathers up a large amount of spit in her mouth and spits it probably across 2 lanes of traffic. They're on the other side. We're on the sidewalk. There's a lane and another lane, and then I think a turning lane. I think they were in the turning lane, and you spit that far. I don't know if it hit their car or not, but...
No, but I got some serious distance.
Yeah. That shook me.
It felt like it turned them on more, though. Like, it felt
they
like...
loved it. They loved it. They were like... You gave them exactly what they wanted. Yeah. And then the light turned green as soon as she did that. And ew, the guy in the passenger seat was like leaning back, like fucking looking at us. Fucking really freak. Have you ever fucked a British guy?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I don't know why I asked that. That was kind of like a hypothetical question. Who are your top 3 people that you would pick to be president of the United States? It could be anyone.
Anyone? There's no right answer.
I
think with the way that our online presence, no matter what, like, is documented from such a young age now, and they're just really in the public view, there's not a lot of room for mistakes.
Yeah.
People are very unforgiving in today's landscape. And I think this is one of those jobs where you have such an outward facing role that no matter what you do, you're going to fuck up.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Veep? With Julia Louis-Dreyfus? Basically, she's the vice president. And it just kind of goes to show that, like, incompetence is truly everywhere.
Well, okay, what if the rule was you can pick 3 people, but there is no social media for them specifically? Well, actually, their name can't be mentioned on social media. You're not allowed to talk about the president. That's the rule. Who would your people be?
You know what? Can we choose fictional characters? Because I think a lot of fictional characters would do better jobs.
I think one of mine was fictional, actually.
Honestly, Homer Simpson. I feel like he'd do a good job. I think at this point, a lot of the presidential power, like, yes, it's important, but a lot of it has more to do with being a symbol, kind of like the bald eagle.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
You're a symbol of the state. Let's see. Who else do I think would do a good job? Me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I look kick-ass in a skirt suit.
It's just you taking pictures all day.
I think I look kick-ass in a skirt suit.
On Instagram all day. Oh wait, you're not allowed to post on Instagram if you're president.
POTUS is not posting on their own Instagram, by the way.
That's true.
No way.
They're not allowed to have a Twitter. I think that's
those Obama playlists of the summer. There is no way that Mr. Barack Obama is hanging out in his office listening to Ice Spice. That's just not happening.
You know, I see that every year when Obama drops his little playlist of the year.
And about half of it I believe, and the other half I'm like, who added this?
I always believe all of them. I look forward to that every year. I'm not going to lie. I do look forward to seeing Obama's playlist of the year.
No, I look forward to it.
I think it's really funny and like very human of him.
Who is your favorite president that's happened? I feel like that's a better, less minefieldy question.
My favorite president? Actually, I do have a favorite. Abraham Lincoln. I used to have a weird obsession, actually, with Abraham Lincoln when I was in...
Crush.
I think both.
Ooh.
In middle school, I think was when I learned about Abraham Lincoln. And then I lived in Springfield, Illinois, which is where Abraham Lincoln is from. I have like a weird daddy thing about him. I love him. I love Abraham. If Abraham Lincoln was alive right now, you can just assume how many cream pies he would give me. Him dying in the hat, him with the hat on, like the hat is
I was just thinking
sick.
About his big hat and those big ears.
The hat is crazy. Like that is such an iconic outfit.
I will say there is also something like very cunty and cool about being shot in public.
Yeah. We don't assassinate presidents like we used to. Have you seen that tweet?
JFK.
We just don't assassinate presidents like we used to.
JFK died 35 years to the day before I was born.
I think that's a very cool way to die. Like imagine being the president and someone shoots you and kills you. Like that's actually that's a good way to go out.
Well, you become martyr then.
Yeah.
Like nothing JFK did wrong is really brought up as much as him getting his brains blown out in Texas.
Yeah.
That was a brutal way for me to put it. My bad.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah. I've already told my family, like, when I die, don't pay for a funeral. Don't do any of the crazy shit. Literally just throw me in the trash. I'm fine.
Oh, no. I'm
good.
living for that moment. I want to be buried on a wet day. I want people to have umbrellas. I want them to be miserable in their heels walking through the grass.
Really?
Yeah. If I have to suffer,
that makes
you
sense
should
for you.
also be suffering. And I want it to be dramatic as hell.
If I had to pick 3 people who I wanted to be president, just off the top of my head, I'm going to say Nathan Fielder. For obvious reasons. I feel like that one's self-explanatory.
Really good.
I don't need to explain that one.
No. Okay.
I do think Nathan Fielder should be president. I'm going to go with David Spade.
You're crazy for that one.
I'm going to go with David Spade.
You're nuts.
I'm going to go with David Spade.
Can you explain any reasoning?
They're funny.
Did you say they?
Both of them. Nathan Fielder and David Spade are
I
funny
thought
people.
you were.
No, I'm aware that David Spade's not a they. And my third, and we're allowed to pick fictional characters, right? Okay. I'm gonna go with Remy from Ratatouille. He was very fair.
You know what
balanced.
I'm thinking? We haven't picked any ladies.
Great. I'm a misogynist. I didn't think of any women. Okay, if I had to pick 3 women to be president, I feel like the obvious choice that people would think I would pick is Kim Kardashian, because that is a good one, but I think she just has too much going on. I don't think she'd be able to really like drop everything else and run a country. Like she's got to do Skims.
Vetoing the fuck out of that one. Because she's such a divisive character at this point.
Yeah, that would divide our country.
Also,
our country's already divided, but yeah.
Yeah, our country's already divided. But like, I think that is one thing that most people on either side of the aisle can agree on, and that like they don't get her.
Yeah. Yeah, you either get Kim K or you don't get Kim K. I get her. I will
liken Kim K to Family Guy in that it either clicks for you and you get the joke, or it doesn't. Yeah. And you don't. And you don't like her.
April Olsen. I'm not going to pick you, actually.
That sucks.
April Olsen would be a good president. The only problem is I don't think there's any way in hell she would want to be president.
I always do think that the people who are best suited to being president
would hate it.
Like George Washington.
Oh, did he hate it?
Well, they wanted him to keep going after his 2 terms. And he said no, that he wanted to retire and he wanted the country to be able to move forward. And so for a long time after him, every president, out of courtesy and out of respect for George Washington, quit after their 2 terms. Until Franklin D. Roosevelt, who stayed president, I think, for 3 or 4 terms during World War II.
Who else would I want to be president? I feel like we're missing very influential women that... I probably shouldn't say influential women, just women that I like. Like, who do I...
Julia Child would be a good one.
Julia Fox. Julia Fox would be a hilarious president.
You could see my face right now. Although I will say her book was excellent. Okay.
I didn't read it. Going with Foxes, Megan Fox. We haven't had a hot president. Actually, I would argue JFK was hot in a weird way, but...
I want to hold my hand up to Donald Trump's and see whose is bigger. He has, notoriously small hands.
You know who I think should be president? Theo Von. I think I'm just going with comedians at this point. I think I'm just picking out my favorite comedians. Yeah, I'm going to go with Nathan Fielder, Theo Von, David Spade. Those are my top 3 presidential candidates. Okay, so these are my DM requests. I haven't opened them yet. I have to have 2 phones because this looks really sketchy that I just have 2 phones like this. Because I can only get 1 account on 1 phone and my other account is on my other phone. Like, it won't let me log in. Okay.
Here's me.
We're going to go to show message request. Why is it doing that? Okay, this one's crazy. I haven't even finished the fucking reading it yet. Hi. If you've always fantasized about bukkake, it's in... Not even in parentheses. It's in like a, whatever that's called, like a greater than sign. Hi, if you've always fantasized about bukkake and would like to perform in front of the camera for the famous Spanish producer PB, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Recording session in Madrid. Pay per session, 3,000 euros and reimbursement.
Crazy.
How much is 3,000 euros?
3,000. That's more than USD, no?
Euros?
Yeah, 3,000 euros. Isn't that like...
Bambi?
That's 3,200 US dollars.
Okay.
That's a lot of money
I'd be replying to this
discussion from like a random Instagram hoe.
3,000 euros and reimbursement of travel and accommodation costs. More details. And they sent me like their email and shit. If y'all see me in a bukkake anytime soon, just know how much I got paid. Let us marry, be my wife.
I like that.
It's kind of funny, actually. I like that. This one just says what with a question mark. November 6th at 6:19 a.m. And they just said, what? That's not a response to anything. They never messaged me before. They just said, what? In a question mark. That's actually so real. That's really funny.
Do you slide into people's DMs?
You know I slide into people's DMs. I love to slide into people's DMs, actually. I think it's really...
What's your go-to? What's your go-to opener?
It depends on the person, but usually I just go with like hi and a bunch of eyes, or like hey with a bunch of Y's and like the cat eye emoji, the cat heart eye emoji.
Cat heart eye.
I feel like it's such a flex to like be the girl to slide into a guy's DMs. Like, that's a power move. If I DM someone and like they don't reply within like the day, I'm giving up.
No.
Like I normally don't follow them.
I feel like you intimidate a lot of the men that I have seen you with.
Intimidating to me is more like they feel insecure and like they feel like,
yeah,
not necessarily like scared. Like I think a lot of men are scared of me. Like I'm going to do something bad to them, which
that's like after they get to know you.
Understandable.
Because like when we met, I remember this clearly. We were at the bar with other people and I was like, oh, I'd really love to be friends with you. And you looked at me and you dead ass said, I'm not friends with a lot of girls in the industry, and turned away.
I did not say that.
Fuck yeah, you did.
I met you that day though on set, no?
No. We had met previously on set. And then I left set on a day that I was performing and I met you guys down there. And you came, we were at the Abbey.
Yeah.
You had your little backpack.
Yeah, I do remember. Weirdly, I vividly remember that day, but
I remember part of it because I got roofied later that night at the bar. Yeah.
That's what the snow globe is, actually.
Whoa.
Hold on, I have to show you.
Did you get roofie memorabilia?
Yes. This is a reenactment of me getting roofied at the Abbey. That's the Abbey, the building. This is me on the ground. These are two police officers standing over me because they were trying to arrest me for public intoxication. I was like, I'm not intoxicated. I drank water. I was drinking water because I drove there.
Wait, are you for real? You had this made?
Whitney Wright, that girl. Whitney Wright had this made. She thought it was really funny that happened to me.
Oh my God. Give me a link.
I don't know where I think she got it like, I don't know. She has someone like custom make it.
That is so cute.
That's the Abbey. That's cops trying to arrest me and I'm blacked out on the ground.
That does look like you. Yeah, no. When I got roofied, nobody made that. Nobody made anything for me. I also got COVID that same night.
Oh my God. I got COVID 4 times. I've had COVID 4 times.
I've had it twice.
That's so embarrassing. To get COVID more than one time is embarrassing. The last time I had COVID was, embarrassingly enough, this year, beginning of this year, in like January or February. And I only found out that I had COVID because Dr. Phil told me that I had COVID.
Like the one on TV?
The Dr. Phil. I thought Dr. Phil was scamming me. Turns out he wasn't. He actually wanted me on the show. I thought I was being scammed by like a fake Dr. Phil. So I was supposed to shoot a porn scene that day. And I was like, hey, I just found out Dr. Phil wants me on the show, which I'm sure they did not believe. So
that sounds like such a lie.
So the director pushed it back to hours later to accommodate me. And I show up to Dr. Phil and they were like, hey, like we kind of know that like COVID's basically over at this point, but we have to do a test just for like legal reasons, whatever. So I show up to Dr. Phil's. They're like, hey, we have to like COVID test you just to like make sure. I'm like, okay, whatever. They COVID test me and they're like, hey, like your COVID test came back positive, but like we're sure that's not true. So we'll just do a secondary test. They did another test, positive again. And I was like, you know what? Actually, I do feel sick. Like, but I'm sick all the time. So like, I don't really think about it anymore. I just,
oh, damn.
I still got to be on Dr. Phil. They just quarantined me in a room.
What did he want you on there for?
So funny enough, this man was being scammed by a fake Gianna Dior. And he wanted me to go on the show and be like, you're not talking to me. That's not me.
Like Neve from Catfish.
Yeah, basically, yeah. This man thought that the Mexican cartel had kidnapped me and he had to pay them ransom to get me back.
How much did he pay? Do you know?
A lot of money.
Like 5 figures?
I think total for me, my ransom was like a few thousand. And the thing was, every time he would go to meet up with one of these girls, they would get kidnapped. Every time he would go try to meet up with them, something would happen.
He live?
I think in California. But also I'm like, give me my fucking money then. If you're sending this money for my ransom, match me the money that you pay the Mexican cartel.
What was the point of the show, that like he's gonna lose his businesses or something? Because I feel like you can't go on to Dr. Phil unless it's gotten to a certain point of...
Right? Like, that was my question. I was like, what point did it get to that you had to come on Dr. Phil?
Obviously bad enough that like family members were concerned, no?
I think he emailed Dr. Phil and he was like, hey, these girls are getting kidnapped by the Mexican cartel. We have to save them.
Okay.
And then Dr. Phil was like, that's
Dr. Phil would not be my first email. Not in the slightest.
Dr. Phil took one look at me and he was like, I know her. That's Gianna Dior.
Who do you think?
Maria.
Who do you think that his type is?
His wife? I don't think, I'm going to be so real. Maybe I'm very wrong. I don't think Dr. Phil watches Gianna Dior porn.
I don't think he watches Gianna Dior porn either, but I know for sure if you are a dude and you're saying that you don't watch porn, that's a really bold lie that you're telling me right now, unless you're
Really?
like a priest.
I believe that some men don't watch porn.
Not unless you're like getting cooch 25/8.
That's true, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
'Cause,
I
like,
would trust a man with my life if he didn't watch porn. If he like genuinely didn't watch porn, I think like something about that is like...
because you also
to
date
me.
civilians like me.
Yes.
When you start dating a civilian, do you ask them what kind of porn that they watch? Because that's one of my first questions.
No.
Oh, okay.
My thing, I don't care if you watch porn. I don't care if you don't watch porn. But I think it's very interesting if you don't watch porn. Like something's wrong with you.
I don't ask if they watch porn. I ask what their
genre?
search word is.
I dated a guy for years. Tell me why. Okay, I was being crazy. I did go through his phone.
That's not being crazy.
All of his porn searches, blondes with big fake tits. I'm like, what? You mean the opposite of me? That's what you're looking up? Not to mention his mom was a blonde with big fake tits, and that also gave me a lot of discomfort.
I feel like it tells you, my most recent ex-boyfriend, I asked him that question, and he was really honest with me, and he said, I used to have kind of like a porn addiction thing, so I don't really watch, I try not to watch porn
that I
anymore.
understand.
But he was saying that when he does watch porn, the only thing that he could tell me that he watches, and I don't know, I feel like this is too niche for it to be a lie, he said that he likes real estate porn.
That is very niche.
And when I asked him why, he gave the cutest answer. He said, I don't know. I just feel like they look really nice in their little business outfits.
Aww.
It was so cute. See, it can be endearing.
I get what he means. My first porn scene was a real estate scene, actually.
No, I've seen it. Yeah. You're outside. You're by a pool.
I don't even remember. I don't think.
Oh, I do.
I don't think I ever did another real estate. That's so niche. I just watch hentai. I might have already said that. I just watch hentai because I can't watch regular porn because I know everyone. Like that's my friend getting anally gangbanged.
Voices in hentai though.
I love the voices in hentai. They're so cute.
It's that.
Normally though, it's like on very low volume. I don't like to hear porn in general. Like
See,
even
after a
me.
certain point, I shut my eyes.
Oh, I don't. My eyes stay glued open.
No.
I gotta see all of it.
The PA
That's
on
your
set
best
is always
friend.
the coolest person on set.
Why is it always the coolest person?
Bear.
Aw,
I love
not Judas
Bear.
being the camera guy.
Judas is great. I love Bear.
I can't even think of who the PA would be on a Judas set though.
I like Bear. Bear is great. Bear is wonderful. He's very fun. I like Eddie
think
PA, who, when I get there, is outside smoking cigarettes. That's my favorite PA.
I can't picture Eddie's face, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know Eddie PA. He's in my phone as Eddie PA, actually. I'm pretty sure. Scott PA.
Scott is
Scott
wonderful.
PA? Okay, can we just make an agreement? Scott PA is the best porn PA. Any final words?
Fart.
Yeah. I'm doing something very cool tomorrow. I'm doing an animated series that I believe is going to be on TikTok, and I get to be like an animated character, kind of like a cartoon. And I'm playing a stalker. Love that.
Accurate.
But I'm very excited to see what kind of like animated character I'm going to be, like what I'm going to look like. I love shit like that.
Hot, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm Gianna Dior, and you're watching Eargasm. Today, we had Chloe Surreal. We'll put your links in whatever it's called, a banner. Is it called a banner? The thing that it goes in front of the screen? Yeah, I would call it a banner.
Maybe next time you guys will even get to see me.
maybe next time you will see Chloe Surreal, but if not, Google her or search her on Pornhub because she's there.
Search me on OnlyFans.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, search Chloe and me on OnlyFans.
Hope you guys had a good eargasm.
That's the new tagline. I think that's the slogan. Hope you God, I'm going to eargasm. Well, who says, I'm going to orgasm? They say I'm going to come.
You just had an eargasm. That's what hentai sounds like to me.
Yeah. I love hentai. Okay.
And with that, good night.
Good night.